brought to you live from Blue Sphere Productions. Come see me every Friday on Facebook Live, 10 a.m. We'll see you. Come join my evil empire and try to stop my evil plan. It's the J.A.W. Show. It's the J.A.W. Show. Welcome back. Look, I'm back in the room, guys. No more bed, right? Hi. The last 3 months of I have been since October 26th, I have been in the hospital at least 5 times due to a PIC infection, due to a sepsis infection. First, okay, let me start from the beginning, okay? Around the 26th, I had a really bad back issue. I went in to get a cortisone shot, and then that cortisone shot unfortunately infected me with sepsis. Sepsis ran through my body. I went to the hospital for a week. They got it under control. They sent me home to do the, PIC line stuff. So if you haven't seen Journey Through the PIC line, there will be a conclusion coming up soon because I'll probably record that right after this. Hey, I burped. Ooh, ooh, yeah. Hey, I'm going to fix my bed now. Okay. I feel better now. All right. Whatever. Jesus Christ. Whatever. You know what, guys? Sometimes it's just like, I don't know what I want to do. All right. There we go. Back in action. Right, left, backwards, forward. You know why I wear the flag on top of my head? Anyway, I'll explain it in a second. So, anyway, second time I went to the hospital, the sepsis relapsed. So I had to go into the hospital. They had to get it under control again. And then they finally got me back to going to the bedroom. After that, I was bedridden for a month. 1 month, because I couldn't get up. I really was trying, but I could not get my body to work for me. So when I went back into the hospital, a couple of days ago, it's January now, but a couple of days ago, I had really bad cramps in my stomach. I thought I was having a heart attack or whatever, right? And in my stomach, it was really, really bad. So I went in to see about getting some pain relief, and I didn't know. I thought my infection had come back again. And it turns out when I went to the hospital and checked for my bowel distress, guess what? They found a second infection in the PIC line that I was putting into my body. They took out the PIC line, they gave me different antibiotics, and now I'm here at home with oral antibiotics, finally starting to be able to walk and talk and do all the things that I really wanted to do. I really wanted to do this episode here today because it was just one of those things where everybody seems to wonder. This episode is called I Love Leaving Hospitals because that's exactly what has happened. I've been leaving the hospital about 5 different times. Now, last night or night before, I had a really bad blood sugar reaction, and I didn't know what was going on. So here goes the last thing. So I went into the hospital, didn't know my blood sugar was that low. I would have probably just grabbed something from the fridge and started eating if I had known what my blood sugar was. It's just, I don't need to go to the hospital. I just need to go to, that. Very good friend of mine came pick me up, and now you see me here today. A little bit raspy in the voice, but, whatever. I ran out of my coffee, so, no, I didn't. Okay, so now that I can talk a little bit better, guys. So, I just want to thank everybody at Mercy Hospital in Coon Rapids because they have been my team this entire time of getting me back to better. I want to thank every nurse, every doctor, everybody who cleaned my room, everybody who helped me out of bed, and I just want to say thank you that, they're still doing their job. Even though it's hard, they're still doing their job. We really need to start helping our medical professionals get up to speed, and try to work through what is really going on here in America. Why can't we just make it a universal thing? You go into the doctor, you're hurt, you're in pain, and it doesn't matter. You walk out of the hospital, no bill, no nothing, just healthy. I mean, what is so wrong with that? And you're going to say, well, how do we make sure the hospital runs? You know what? Maybe you're there because you want to heal people. Maybe you don't. I don't know. So, it's a tongue in cheek kind of things. So I don't know how things are going to be, but we need to start thinking about. We need to make sure hospitals have the staff that they need. Because I'll tell you what, what the most annoying part of all of this was? I had to wait up to like I'll say 4 to 5 hours in the emergency room's lobby before I could get treated because they were so overwhelmed with everything. you know. And then when they finally got me back there, the first time, it was like a 4 hour wait before I got back there. Once I got back there, they saw I had a bad infection. They admitted me. Boom. Okay. But those hours that I spent in the lobby, I had to be laying down or I had to be finding a place where I could get comfortable because I couldn't stand for shit and I couldn't get things going here. And I just didn't know what was going on. Then the next time, same thing. It's been the same thing. People, I want to thank my home care team, the people who came to my home to help me make sure my PICC line was clean, to make sure everything that I did there. I would a special thank you to Annie, the nurse, because she was an awesome nurse, and I really, really, really liked her. So I just wanted to put a shout out for Anne and say thank you very much for being part of my care team because she made it seem like no big thing, right? No big thing. It's just, you're going through life and stuff like that. So, after leaving the hospital and trying to get better over and over and over again, I think I've learned one important lesson. If you think something's wrong, don't be stubborn about it like I was. Because I fought going into the hospital that first time because I thought, I'm just having a really bad backache and all of that stuff. You know what? If you're immobile or something you think is going on that you're not quite sure of, well, then you know what you do? You have to go get help, right? So, and I'm on a little bit of new medication, so kind of sometimes I zone out. So, that's part of the evil plan. Remember the evil plan. Right? So, they were trying to stop my evil plan at the hospital because I had to keep coming back in. And then they did all this fun stuff and they made me think about maybe I shouldn't do my evil plan because they really tried to convince me this world is worth saving. They do it every single day, guys. I'm asking you, the people who don't do it every day, to say thank you to the people who are helping you. Even if that's all you can do, say thank you and really tell them how much you appreciate what they've done for you. My wife, Eunice, took care of me for 3 months. She went and got things for me. She got meals for me. She helped me do a lot of things that weren't exactly nice to do, bathroom issues and stuff like that. Um, you know, we're our house is not in the best shape, so we had to kind of cooper some things. Some pipes froze, and we couldn't flush the toilet, and we're waiting to get money to get up there and get going and stuff. And that's what's going on. Um, I really don't know what else to say about it, but hospitals, schools, infrastructure, all of those things, I mean, everything we could possibly work on. If we just worked together and we all just said, you know what, we're just going to make it better. What does it matter if everybody is sharing, if everybody is giving and being done with that, right? Then why is it so hard for us to realize that all we have to do is come together and start talking to one another and compromising a little here, compromising a little bit there? People say I'm a good negotiator. Now, maybe I can negotiate, the things in my life and I can help people who are around me. I'm a good listener and do all that stuff. I don't always act like this evil empire is all I have to do because, people are trying to convince me that this is worth saving. Is the world worth saving? Is it? I mean, really. But these hospitals, these people who are there every single day, that's them saving the world every single day. They chose a profession that would make people get better, try to get back to healthy, even the people who probably don't deserve help, like you're a criminal or something like that. Maybe a kind nurse says, maybe it's time to think about your life choices, and they stop, killing or stop doing things. People who murder and all that other fun stuff, that's really, really egregious. Of course, we don't want them back in society. We want them to be safely away, but we still have to follow the rules of law and make sure that we're putting the right person away. We have to hold all of our people accountable, just like we hold people accountable in our hospitals. Now, did everyone do everything right in the hospital? No, there were a couple of things that kind of messed with me a little bit, and I didn't know what was going on, but I'm checking something out. It's too bad I don't have a pipe or anything to smoke it with. Yeah. Anyway, I wanted to check something out real quick, and I don't think that's going to work. Yeah, I need to buy, well, I guess all I have left is Jaw, so that won't break. I just got to put the bulb in there, and I'll bring Jaw back to the bedroom, and we'll deal with that later. See, this is what I used to smoke cigarettes when I run out of tobacco, so that's where it goes right there. I start, putting a bin somewhere over there just in case, I have some things that want to go on. I know I'm jumping around a lot today because the medication's a little bit messing with me a little bit right now. So thank you for allowing me to just babble at you for a while. I think like I said, the most important lesson I learned was take care of yourself. Make sure that if something does go wrong, remember that person who gave me that cortisone shot, he didn't know he was going to do that. That was going to happen. He did what I asked him to do. He put a cortisone shot in my back so that maybe this back issue that I've been having for a long, long time won't 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 affect me anymore. My mobility will increase. Every day, my mobility increases. Next week, I have some physical therapy coming out. By that time, I'll be walking around like I own the shit. So, I mean, this is the first time I've been able to sit up in a chair, but I'm also got some medication like, pain medication to help me do that. So, but these doctors and nurses that are out there right now, you have to tell them how much you appreciate what they're doing. Those doctors who came in, thank you them. The people who came in, swept the floor, changed everything, or just the people who came in to do blood draws or whatever person came in to help for your specific situation, say thank you. Let them know that you appreciate them doing the job they do every single day. If someone's having a hard time at it, maybe you give them the encouragement to keep going and to keep fighting. We can support people emotionally, and we can support people, the way we want to support people. Right? Okay, see, I had to fix my pencil. You know, and all they want is to be able to have everything they need to do their job, including staff, things that they need. Hey, why can't we call, you know, those hospital beds aren't exactly the most comfortable thing in the world, but hey, you're in the hospital trying to get better. They only have so much that they can do. So, it's one of those things. And then later, when you're getting to a point where you're finally getting better, just that last little checkup, take your appointments and make sure that you're past all of the shit. If something comes up where you can't do that, well, it's one of those things that just happens sometimes. I can give you a blood sugar draw, but I ate before the quiet time because my blood sugar was too low that other day, and I went to the hospital because of it. You know, that's why I was drinking the coffee, and that's why I was doing all of that. After this, I might actually go get another cup because I still have some editing to do. Blah 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 blah. blah. But it's interesting because the things that have happened in my life have happened for a reason, and just like these medical professionals and these doctors, sometimes it's a dream fulfilled. They want to help people. They feel the call to just do some good in this world, and every last one of them thinks to themselves, is this still the job I want to do every day? Because, hey, things aren't going so great right now. Things aren't working out so well right now. And it's important for us to realize that sometimes things just don't work out. See, a second ago, I turned my head and I kind of lost vision a little bit, and I'm a little bit dizzy and lightheaded. So, I don't know. we can try have a number of different things to try to get back to work, but it's going to be a hard time to do that. Anyway, you guys, I love you for your support and being here today. I hope you guys understand that when you're leaving that hospital and going home, and you're finally to a place where you can at least start the beginning of heal, and the emergency room people for having to work on this onslaught of people coming in all the time. I must have been like 15 people waiting while I was there when I arrived. And then I had, because of priorities and what's the most important person to take care of first, I wasn't the most important, so of course I had to stay in the lobby. So be patient. Try to find some places comfortable. Hey, if you see a spot that maybe would help you better, and someone's sitting there, maybe you can just say, "Hey, I'm having some really bad problems with my back right now, and that machine, that laying down thing with no barrier would help me right now. Would you be willing to move for me?" It's not that hard to just ask for a little bit of help. So help them by telling them exactly what's going on. Do it as calmly and as best as you can, because things will end eventually. Hey, if I had suddenly dropped dead and that was it, well, that's what happens. So, I'm one of those people who don't want to be resuscitated. They did, because if they resuscitate this guy, Jaw, and Jaw has the evil plan, and you're not going to stop my evil plan. You know, I've got people ready to wake and dream and just go forth. I just have to write stuff in my book. I got to make sure it's ready. So I haven't been able to work on this for 3 months. So get ready, guys. I'm going to have some guests coming up. I'm going to have some fun episodes coming up. And I think I kind of did a hospital episode, within in my bed and stuff. Now, wasn't that an interesting way to see a YouTube channel post that stuff? Well, yeah, it was kind of nice. So I want to thank you for being here today and watching the Josh Show. Don't forget to join us next week when we will have a guest called Dan Linder. He is a realtor in the state of Minnesota, and he is going to be on the show giving us his 411, his information. He's also going to try to stop my evil plan. So tune in next week for that exciting episode. All right. Thanks, guys, for being a part of this today. I really appreciate it. Thank you, and have a great day. Come on.